My name is Jonathan Plutzik, and I'm the principal owner of the Betsy Hotel on Ocean Drive. I got to Miami Beach about 12 years ago, not really being very familiar with Miami or Miami Beach. Prior to that, I'd spent probably 35 years in New York, working in investment banking, and also for a short while as chairman of a video game company, which we ultimately sold. And then I had an opportunity. We got a family phone call from a friend who was looking at acquiring a hotel in South Beach, and as I frequently say, they confused what they thought to be our real estate expertise with our financial expertise. But nonetheless, we came down to help them and ended up buying a property at 29th and Collins, directly across from where the new Edition Hotel is. But while we were here, we saw this building on Ocean Drive, 1440 Ocean Drive, which was very unusual because it was of colonial architecture, built by the great Miami Beach architect Elmer Dixon, one of the godfathers of Art Deco architecture. But in the late 30s and early 40s, with all the patriotic fever, I think he was motivated to build something that was more Americana. Some people refer to it as American Georgian. I kind of refer to it as colonial. But it was the only such property he built. But it sits squarely in the middle of the Art Deco district with very different architecture. And frankly, it's what drew me to the building, because it's distinguished by its architecture, and also because I am fortunate to have married a woman from Zimbabwe now more than 30 years ago, and as a consequence of that, have traveled the world quite a bit and spent a lot of time in Africa. And I've come to the conclusion that many of the great hotels of the world are colonial in architecture, and setting aside all the complexities, frankly, of colonial politics, some of which is not very attractive. If you wander the world, you'll find English and Portuguese and Spanish colonial properties, in which today are some of the most important hotels in the world, and they exude a kind of feeling of accessibility and hospitality that I think is unique. And that's true whether you're in Miami Beach or in Victoria Falls or Nairobi or Singapore or Hong Kong, and even some big capitals of the world. So that's why we find ourselves here at the Betsy Ross, now the Betsy South Beach.